That's the 34 Chevy truck body that I got off of Craigslist today. Paid $200 for the body. Just kind of got him mocked up here, sitting on the frame. These are 1936 doors, and that's the 34 cab. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to use that cab top or not. I just threw it up there to see what it looked like. I'm kind of thinking about doing cutting these doors off right around the pillars, all the way around, and making it into a coupe. Put it around like that. I love that windshield. Look at that sucker. I just threw it up there to let me know that's where the windshield goes. So I have a windshield. This thing's a gnarly old body. Was it who said trash to treasure? Look at this thing, huh? Woo! She'll be treasure, though. She'll be treasure. Got several other parts from the same guy. I got door panel, a window regulator apparently, one 34 door, which would fit that cab, another hood side. I think this is the back of the cab. I'm not sure. That might be the sheet metal to go on the inside of the back of the cab. I don't know. That is an unidentified piece of steel. Don't know what it's for. This is a rear window setup, but it does not fit that cab. I think it's a Ford, but I'm not sure. An old transmission cross member in there, a running board, part of a transmission bell housing thing, maybe, and another unidentified piece of steel. Love those unidentified pieces of steel, like this guy here. Anybody know what this thing is? If I build the coupe body, I'll use it as the back of the coupe. Up there. Like that. If that's what I do. I do not know. You know that cowl, it might be a 36, or I got my years mixed up. That might be the 34 cowl. These might be 34 doors, and that would be the 36 cab top. Because the paint in there sure looks like the same paint on these doors. Or this door. My door's different. This TR7 hood, I'm going to cut him up. Use him for sheet metal, either for the back of the cab if I need it, or floorboards. Maybe even a roof, if I build a roof. Do not know. Look at these hood skins, man. This thing's a beauty. Yeah, she's a beauty. Right? She's just beautiful. Now, when I got the truck body, same guy gave me these 3 fenders. I'm thinking they're 52, 1953 Chevy fenders. The green one in there, he says 1952 Chevy on him. This guy here. These two here are identical, I think, except for right in here. Different from in there. And interesting, I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. Chain up for hot rod parts, maybe. So that's the rod project as of today. You know, I think it'll look cool as a coupe. I'm not sure yet though. That just does not line up at all, but I could cut him. Scoot and move stuff. Get him to line up better. Zoom zoom. Actually managed to get quite a lot of work done since I last put a video up of this thing. This is a 34 Chevy truck cab, and I'm building for the rat rod frankentruck project. I went ahead and did use that cab top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these doors anyways, since they don't match. I'm just going to cut them off at the pillar right there. That way it won't even matter. Now we were missing the back wall of this cab. As you can see, I've got a back wall now. Now this is going to make some people kind of angry with me probably, but what we've got these pieces here. I love this radius on here, and it matched the radius of the cab coming down. Those are the tops of a set of 1950s Chevy sedan fenders, left and right, that were abandoned and the guy gave them to me. So I believe they were the bonus parts in that last video. Well, that's what became of the bonus parts. Cut them up. Make cab parts out of them. Hey there. Coming along nicely. Thank you very much. The wall of the cab is the hood skin off of the TR7. And I think it's going to look pretty trick. I get it all worked in. Got a body line coming up right here. It's kind of hard to see in the video. Louvers. You gotta have louvers on a hot rod, so I got some louvers on the back of the cab. The other side, with a patchwork to do right here. I mean, those fenders just fit in there just about perfect. And that hood, now it was just sitting in the weeds getting rusty, so I needed some steel. Yeah, it's cut up. Oh, squeezing past some stuff. The other windshield pillar, I've started putting this together here, and I'm going to put another piece of steel on, bring them out to here and down as close to that as I can get that body line worked into that piece of steel. That This stuff here is a slat out of a metal roll-up door from work. We had it sitting in the scrap bin, so I grabbed it, cutting them up. Fabrication parts. Worked on that. I'm pretty sure it's off of a Ford. It's a lot thinner than that. In order to get that rear window to go in that cab, I'd have to pretty much cut the whole works right out. I'm not prepared to cut up that piece of steel yet. Those fenders, that was fine. There's probably plenty of those fenders still sitting around, but I don't think this piece of steel deserves to be cut up just yet. So we're looking now. Alright, cab is nearly together. I gotta get a piece of steel to come in here and push him out so that he matches this door right in here, so I don't have that gap anymore. So I can do that. Still need a floor. Good time. Lots of fun. I still haven't decided if I like that rear window or not. I got him mocked up here. You can see. I think it looks okay. Back there. Got those pieces in there with clamps right now, but still thinking about that. Now that I'm looking at it though, I'm kind of liking it. Kind of liking it. Mostly today, what we did was, well, we got our front windshield pillars finally done. That's the front air dam out of a Triumph TR7, cut and pasted. We have no lack of cutting and pasting going on here. Yeah? Yeah? And we got the doors hung today. Show you this, I'm kind of proud of it. Temporary door latch. Alrighty then. Eh? How cool is that, right? These hinges here and here are the guys that I made at work, and I used a bolt to attach them to the doors. Got them all lined up. We got a hinge. Doors open and close. I'm very proud of that. I haven't capped this door yet. Started trying to figure out where I want the hood to be in relation to radiators. I'm liking this. The way it's setting now. There's where my coffee spilled. I'm very upset over that. That looks pretty good. Here's the other pillar. Looking good. I've got this door capped over here where I cut the window frames off. Haven't capped here yet. I gotta do that. Started to get a little bit hungry, so I think I'm gonna go eat some dinner. But I think we've got a pickup cab. I'm trying to step back a bit so we can get a good view. Ew, don't look at that. Huh? Starting to look like a truck. How terrifying is that? Go around to the other side. Kind of looks like a truck. Not bad for a assorted pile of scrap. Alright. Basically what all this stuff was when I started. I did say I was going to trim right here, coming down. Instead I just folded that over. Give me material to attach that door jamb to, which I've started fabricating. I'll show you. Very early inner door jamb. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's probably not picking up very good. But it's working. Let me close the door. How fancy. Looking solid. Almost time to start on chassis, I think. Just about got a body. Alrighty then. Started working on a radiator cowl today. Trying to incorporate those headlights from the '54 Chevy into a cowl for a radiator. Come along okay. I'm just looking for some input right now. If this is a good idea or a bad idea, I'm not sure yet. I don't have that much time into them. I've got a couple hours into it. Hacking and welding and stuff. But that would give me my headlights and a cowl all one shot. I think that's a big enough radiator opening. Should be. I mean, you stick the radiator back up inside there somewhere and put a fan in there and you'll be fine. I think it looks kind of cool, but on the other hand, it does look really weird. Not sure yet. Something that we really shouldn't worry about right now, but it's kind of cool. Now that I'm looking at it like that, it looks pretty cool. Sure looks a lot better when it's all one color back here. You can see what she's going to look like without too much guesswork. I've got more body work to do, obviously, here and up in there. A little bit more Bondo. We've already got half a gallon on her. Yeah. But she's looking pretty good. Looking a hell of a lot better than it did when we brought it home, remember? Oh, I need more room in my shop is what I need. I left these trim clips in place because I thought, you know, they look kind of cool in there. Remind me that, in fact, that is a fender. Thought that was kind of cool. Doors are capped. One thing that we did get finished, mostly, get the door open. Fancy door latch. Oh, it's automatic. Look at that. How cool. We got a floorboard. That was fairly complicated. Figuring out how to get him in there. Oh, this guy here, a piece of 16 gauge. The guy at work gave me. New steel. I should have set that out in the yard and let it rust properly before I used it, but I was kind of wanting to get stuff done, so it's all shiny and pretty, unfortunately. And then to finish him off, because it is a rat rod after all, an old piece of exhaust pipe tagged in there in the back. Sometimes you gotta remind yourself what you're working on. You're not building a show quality MGA or a old Jaguar. This is what I'm, the MGs and British cars is what I'm much more used to working on. This is my first rat rod that I've built. I think it's perfectly acceptable so far. I think it looks pretty good, considering what it was. Sort of a pile of parts. That's not too bad. Again, more body work up in here required yet, but I'm going to try to keep the body work to an absolute minimum. Windshield pillar, all blended in now. I left this ridge in place. I thought it looked cool. The other side doesn't have it, of course, but this side does. It looks cool, what the hell. Alright guys, again, here's where we get comments going. Look at that. That is a lot of room. I would love to find an old Packard straight 8. Maybe a old slant 6 of some kind, straight 6. Really loath to put a small block in it because everybody else has a small block in theirs, and mine's trying to be as different as I possibly can. Like this. This is the old Chevy build tag. No idea what it says. It does say Chevrolet on it. It's kind of hard to read right now. I got a little bit of overspray on him. We'll get that off though. Make him look pretty. So that's the rat rod so far. Again, all one color now. Welding's all done. Bodywork's nearly done. Looking like a truck cab. Turning my attention to chassis.